Hello everyone, I am R.Malathy from the Department of Mathematics. This is our 7th chapter in our first unit, that is probability and random variable. In this we are going to see now introduction to binomial distribution. So binomial distribution is a probability distribution that summarizes the likelihood of a success in a fixed number of independent trials. That meaning is before studying binomial distribution, let us see briefly about Bernoulli's distribution. So why I am saying the Bernoulli's distribution means this is the basic thing. The experiment consists of an n repeated trials. Each trials result in an outcome that may be classified under two mutually exclusive categories as a success or a failure. So if you are talking about success or failure, that time we have to go for Bernoulli's. So Bernoulli's is the base things for the binomial. The probability of success denoted by P remains the constant from the trial to trial. The repeated trials are independent. So why the name binomial distribution? The binomial distribution derivatives it named from the fact that the n plus 1 term in the binomial expectation of q plus p whole power n corresponding to the various values of p of x equal to x. So this is kind of discrete. We can count the trials, that is 0 to 1. So we are going to talk about failure or success. So if you are talking about success means we have to mention that by p. If you are talking about failure means we have to mention that by q. Always the failure and success probability is 1. Next is we are having here the binomial distribution is characterized by fixed number of trials and independence of outcomes. It follows this specific formula: probability of x equal to k, n chooses k star pk star 1 minus p into n minus k, commonly used to model the number of success in a sequence trials. So we have to find the sequence trial means we may use the binomial distribution. Example for binomial distribution is fair coin tosses. When tossing the coin 10 times or 100 times or 1000 times, the number of heads follows the binomial distribution. So our success is here to have a head on the facing side. So number of heads from the 10 tossing is nothing but a success here. So if you are talking about success, if you are talking about failure means we should go for binomial distribution. As the number of trials increases, the distribution approximation a bell curve. So if you are doing many trials means the distribution shape will become as a bell shape. So in left side I have mentioned here, like this shape we may have as a distribution. So if we are seeing this now, it looks like a kurtosis because it doesn't have any left tail and it doesn't have any right tail. It's just seeing the peak of the success alone. So if you are seeing the peak of the success alone, peak means peak or profit, peaks of loss means that comes under binomial distribution. In binomial distribution we are following the kurtosis distribution. Kurtosis moment useful in field likely biological, finance and quality control. Wherever we are having the people management, these are all the terms we are going to have a binomial distribution. Properties of binomial distribution is the distribution consists of discrete values representing the number of success and number of failures. Each trial in the series must be independent and have the same probability. It is particularly useful when predicting the number of success in the known trials. Probability mass function only we have to see. Why we have to see probability mass function? Because here binomial distribution comes under discrete. Discrete means we have to see the probability mass function. At each value it gives the probability of a specific number of success in a fixed number of trials. Visual representation displays a series of vertical lines at discrete values, sharp and smooth. Depending on the trials numbers, the PMF can look sharp or smoothed. So number of trials increases means it will look like a sharp bill. Number of trials is decreasing means it looks like a smooth bill. So that is the difference between sharp and smooth bill based on the number of trials. Cumulative distribution function is outcome if 0 means the probability is Pn. Outcome is 1 means the probability is n star P of 1 minus P into n minus 1. The outcome is K means we have to write summation of I from 0 to K. N chooses I star Pi star 1 minus P into n minus I. Mean and variance of binomial distribution is average value in the distribution. Variance means measure the extent dispersion of values. Application of binomial distribution is in quality control, in finance, in biology. We can use the binomial distributions. In quality control, used to assess the number of defective items in a sample of known size. In finance, applied for probability calculation in option pricing and risk management. In biology, helps in modeling genetic variation and population dynamics. Thank you.